I'm Frankie Tech, and this is my Xiaomi Mi 11 wish list. Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again, and we are on the eve of the Snapdragon Summit, where the new latest chipset from Qualcomm is going to be unveiled, the Snapdragon 875. And now we have confirmation that Lei Jun, the CEO of Xiaomi, is going to be there to also announce for the first time the Xiaomi Mi 11, the successor to this Mi 10 and Mi 10 Pro series, which were some of my favorite phones of the first half of 2020. And this 875 is going to be a powerhouse chipset, a 5nm process, and it's going to bring even better efficiency and more power to the flagship phones of next year. But in the case of the Mi 11, what is my wish list of specs that I hope for with this device? Let's have a look. Starting with design, the Mi 10 Pro was a gorgeous device with this beautiful aluminum finish and matte glass back, but one thing I do wish that they improved with the Mi 11 is the curvature of this phone. So I would like to see a more blocked off look, kind of like what we see on the Mi 10T Pro, but also most importantly, Xiaomi, let's move away from this 3D curved glass on your phones. And there are companies like Samsung with the S20 and S20 Ultra series that are moving away, offering a very slight curve, but almost a flat panel display on their phones. I would love to see Xiaomi start moving away from that, and if they did a full flat panel on the Mi 11, I would love that even more. Now in terms of design though, we're going to see a glass sandwich here. It should offer premium materials just like the Mi 10 Pro did. And in terms of display, we should see for the first time a 144Hz OLED display from Xiaomi. This was 90Hz on the Mi 10 Pro, but the Mi 10 Ultra bumping it up to 120Hz. I think the Mi 11's time is now to go even higher than that. And I would also love to see, please Xiaomi, a different display size than the 6.67 inch we've seen on all their phones this year. I think they should be able to get an even larger display size in the Mi 11. Maybe 6.7 inches, maybe even more. And obviously in terms of performance, we're going to see the 875, which is going to be a powerhouse chipset, and we should see 12 gigs of DDR5 RAM and 256 or 512 gigs of storage capability. This Mi 11 is going to be fast, it's going to be powerful, and the Mi 11, I hope, will finally ship with a 5,000 plus milliampere battery capacity, along with that 120 watt fast charging that we saw on the Mi 10 Ultra. This is going to be the global debut of this fast charging, and if you combine that with the higher capacity, you'll have the most well-rounded battery specs on any flagship phone in the Mi 11. In terms of audio, I really hope that Xiaomi continues the tradition they started with this Mi 10 Pro, which is still one of the best speaker experiences on any phone. And I really hope they don't skimp on it, because on the Mi 10 Ultra, they got rid of that full secondary speaker. I hope they don't do this on the Mi 11. And last but not least, in terms of cameras, we're going to see a continuation of this evolution of the 108 megapixel camera on this Mi 10 Pro. I foresee the HM2 being used in this Mi 11. It'll be interesting to also see what they do with the secondary cameras, so larger megapixel ultra wide and possibly even better optical zoom on the telephoto. But regardless of which main camera they choose, I'm certain that this Mi 11 is going to offer one of the best camera experiences, and if they continue to build and refine on the great cameras on this phone, the Mi 11 is going to be one of the best camera performers in the early half of 2011. And lastly, the price. And the Mi 10 Pro did surprise a lot of people when it was announced for European release, and unfortunately, I don't think Xiaomi is moving away from this. It is pretty clear that they can now command a pretty high price on their most flagship of phones. So we may see kind of two tiers of Mi 11s, a regular Mi 11, more in the $600 to $700 range, and then a decked out Mi 11 Ultra, which may even surpass the €1,000 mark in terms of pricing. That being said, it's super exciting to finally see the successor of this Mi 10 Pro coming to the market, and this phone will likely be released in early January. I can't wait. And so there you go guys, my wish list of specs of what I hope for the successor to this Mi 10 Pro, the Mi 11. And hit me up in the comments. What is your wish list for this phone? And what is the key spec that you are most looking forward to in this Mi 11 series? Hit me up in the comments, I'd love to hear about it. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for future updates. Stay tuned guys, more great content coming here, and I will be revealing the phone that took those shots in that Twitter post. Stay tuned guys, it's coming up very soon. So that's it, and this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one.